Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's a professional here. So today I wanted to give you guys a different kind of money making guide. In today's money making guide, we are going to be focusing on CEO work and CEO challenges and how you can make a lot of money with those two. And we are going to be making around $250,000 to $300,000 per hour easy. I'm going to show you guys how you can get that money easily doing this guide. And I know what a lot of people are thinking. A lot of people are thinking, did you say CEO challenges? Yes, I did. I've noticed a lot of people on this game, they do CEO works, but they almost never do the CEO challenges. And the CEO challenges, they can be just as profitable as the CEO works, and in some cases, they can actually be even more profitable than the CEO works. So in this guide, I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and I'm going to show you guys the best ones to do and how to do it. And in this guide, all you need to do is need to be able to do CEO work, so be able to do CEO work and have an extra buddy with you, so to have one friend with you. It works the best with one friend, because if you have two people, so if you're doing it with three people, when you're splitting the money later on, you're going to earn less money. So this guide is the most profitable with two people. So enough of me talking, I'm going to show you guys how you can do this. Let's get started. Okay, so to start off this guide, like in my other guides, make sure you guys are using a stopwatch and go to the north part of LS, you know, where this nice paint and spray is up here. This is where all the nicer cars spawn up here. Steal a good car and sell it. You can sell a car every 48 minutes, so make sure you keep an eye on that stopwatch. And 48 minutes later, just come back and sell another car. So look, we've already made 8,200 selling that car. What you're going to want to do is the second that you leave the paint and spray, just start up Headhunter. Start up Headhunter. Headhunter is going to be the best job that you can possibly do, the best CEO work that you can do on this guide. You're going to be getting around 20 grand, and you can complete it in less than 2 minutes, sometimes even 1 minute if you're really quick and you work together with your friend. So right after that, you're going to want to go to CEO challenges, and you're going to want to do point to point. Mark a location that's pretty close to you, right outside the red circle, and then just drive there. Make sure that you're the one that hits it, and you get 10,500. What you're going to want to do then, go to inventory cash, share cash of last job, and split with members. And you will get around $5,000, and your friend will get around $5,000. So that's like $5,000 for just a few seconds of work, really easy. So we got the money from selling the car, Headhunter, and then point to point. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about the next CEO challenge here, market manipulation. This one, if you're going to be doing this, start out in this area right here, this area where I'm in Chumash. Start out and hit the top store. And I know what a lot of people are thinking on this. You're robbing stores to get money, really? Well, take a look at this. Market manipulation, it's a job where technically what you are supposed to be doing on this one is you are supposed to be competing against your teammates to see who can rob the most amount of stores. But if you work together, this can actually be more profitable. Have your friend drive the Kuruma, and then you just go into each store, shoot the clerk every time when you're in the store, because it's a lot quicker. You can just empty out the register versus having to wait for them to put money in the bag. And when you hit as many stores as you possibly can, look at the combined total down there. We're at $2,082. A lot of people might not think that's a lot of money, but at the end of this job, when the 10 minutes goes down and it becomes zero, when that happens, the combined total is going to give us a big bonus, and the bonus is going to be purely based off the combined total. So in this one, we're going to try to hit around 10 grand from the store. So the higher the combined total, the bigger the bonus is going to be at the end, and then you can actually split it with your friend, and you can actually make a decent amount of money robbing these stores really quickly. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and also make sure you use the assault shotgun. I was using the heavy shotgun before, but the assault shotgun does a lot better job. And make sure you also rob the stores in the order that I'm showing you guys, because it's actually a lot easier in this order. The stores actually line up pretty well. So go from Chumash, go into LS, and start going down. Go down south, and then we're going to be going up back around. So right here, next one is near the car wash here. Just shoot the clerk every time, and then just empty out the register. Have your friend outside in the Kuruma. It works best with a Kuruma. You don't have to do it with a Kuruma, but if you use another vehicle, you are going to get mowed down by the cops, because right now, we have around 4 stars. And if your friend is in the Kuruma, because my friend right now, she's in the Kuruma and she's outside, every time the cops get out there, they're going to shoot at her first in the Kuruma. So I'm going to be the secondary target. So when I exit the store, I have a lot less chance of being shot. So I can just get back in the Kuruma easy, and I can just keep hitting these stores. So right now, we're at 7,386. Let's keep emptying out the registers. Take a look at this. Let's see, what are we at now? We are at 8,512. Let's try to get up to $10,000. And I'm going to show you guys the combined bonus, the bonus that you get at the end based on the combined total. It's going to be worth this. And personally, this is my favorite CEO challenge to do, because it's so fun racing between the stores and just robbing each store. It's really cool, and seeing if you can beat your score or later on how many stores you can rob. So right here, robbing next store. We have a minute left. Let's see if we can hit one more store here. Next one is right up here, north of LS. Hitting this one now. You can also rob the stores in Sandy Shores if you want, but I personally think it's quicker to rob the ones in LS. So right here, we're at it. And also, when you're about to go down to 0, don't shoot at any cops, because when the timer hits 0, you're going to lose cops automatically. So take a look at that, guys. You guys see that bonus that we just got? We got a 21 grand bonus. So right now, I have around $11,000 that I stole from the stores, and I have $21,000 bonus. So right now, I'm going to split this with my friend right here, and I'm going to give her around a 75% cut. That's going to be pretty much splitting it evenly. I'm going to get around $5,000, $6,000, and then she's going to get around, I think, $17,000. Let's check here. No, $15,000. So we're pretty much close there. We're even. I ran 16,000. She's close to 16,000. So you can split it with your friends doing it that way. So right there, after we are done with market manipulation, we have time. Headhunter has run out because Headhunter is just a 10-minute activity, and then we can just do a point-to-point after and just split cash again. So right now, we're up to 76 grand again. And let me show you guys the next one. So you don't have to do, if you don't like market manipulation, if you don't like rushing between the stores, here's another one for you, Salvage. This is another good one. Personally, this is the most profitable one in my opinion. So for Salvage, make sure that you are fly a helicopter out to like the ocean, and it's going to start out in the closest area possible to you. And make sure you have an outfit with a scuba diving suit equipped. And the reason that you want to use the scuba diving suit is there's two reasons. Number one, with the scuba diving suit, you actually swim quicker. You actually swim almost 2 times faster than you normally would. And the scuba diving suit gives you infinite breath underwater, so you don't really have to pick up rebreathers over and over again. And picking up these checkpoints, each one increases by $50. So we started at $50, now we are at $200. I'm speeding this clip up just to save time here, but take a look at this. We're at $300. $350, and when you complete this and you pick up all the checkpoints here, you're going to be getting around 40 grand for this. So right here, let's skip ahead towards the end, and then we're just going to split it with our friend. Let's see if we can finish it before 5 minutes. Okay, so we finished it at around 4 minutes, so 6 minutes it took us. Look, so we picked up, basically, all those checkpoints added up to 23,000. So I got 23,000, and then I got a $17,000 bonus. The game wants you to compete against each other, but if you actually just work together like this, you can earn a lot more money. So that's the best way to split money with your friend. And also, if your friend, if she hovers over the area right where I'm salvaging, where I'm diving, she'll get an extra $2,000. So it's a way for her to get a little more money. So if you're in the area while one teammate is doing it, you'll get a little extra $2,000. And then we can just do a headhunter and a point-to-point again. Now, moving on to the next CEO challenge, Most Wanted. This one you should do in a Kuruma or an armored vehicle like a tank. And in this one is to see who can survive the longest. And whoever dies first, the challenge ends and the last surviving member wins first. However, if you sit out the 10 minutes and both of you survive, you will both get money. So work together, sit in a tank or a Kuruma, drive around, escape from the cops, and you get around 21 grand for completing that. Sitting around there 10 minutes and surviving. Pretty easy money there. Just do another point-to-point right there. Split cash for friends. There we go. We're at 160 grand already. Do a headhunter right after that. Get 20 grand. Now we're at 180 grand. Here, let me show you guys one extra challenge that I forgot to mention earlier. The other CEO challenge that you guys can do is called due diligence, and if you're going to be doing it, make sure that you do it in this area specifically, because this area is the easiest area for due diligence. And make sure you use some kind of motorcycle, preferably a dirt bike, because you're going to be going up hills a lot, and you're going to be in really tight quarters here. So take a look at this. Every time we pick up a package on this one, we're going to be using Trackify. And each time we pick up a package, it's going to be $100, and it's going to be increasing by $100 each time. And it's going to go up to $1,100 per package. And when we collect all the packages, there's about 18 to 19 packages on this one. We're going to get around 34 grand on this one, and we can just split it with our friend easily on this one. And because my friend is in this area right here, he's going to be getting an extra $2,000 just for hanging around this area. I'm going to give him around 90% cut right here, which pretty much balances itself out here. So right here, let's split it. We got a 17 grand bonus from that, plus the money that we collected. We got around 17 grand from that too. I'm gonna split it here with my friend, give him around 90% of the cut. He got the 2 grand also. We're both around 18 grand, both even. And here I wanted to give you guys one final tip. You guys, I recommend that you do Headhunter and then you do two challenges, because the challenges, the cooldowns on those are 3 minutes versus the CEO works, which are 5 minutes. But if you want, you can also do a CEO work and then do the 2 challenges. And if you're really quick, you can do another CEO work right after that. So for example, I recommend you do Headhunter. So you guys saw I did Headhunter, and then right after I did Headhunter, I did a point-to-point. So, right after I'm going to do point-to-point, I'm going to wait a few minutes. You're going to wait 3 minutes here. That's how long the cooldown is for the challenges. I'm going to fly over, and I'm going to do a salvage quickly. And Headhunter has a 10-minute cooldown. So, if I do all this stuff before that 10-minute cooldown finishes, and then I start the next CEO work, Headhunter will be ready for me right after that. So let me show you guys as an example. So we finished this, we finished the salvage right here, and I'm going to split the take with my friend right here. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start up Sightseer. But take a look at that Headhunter right now. It's a 31-second cooldown. So I got to start up Sightseer really quickly before that cooldown goes down, or it's going to refresh again. So right here, doing Sightseer. And the moment I finish Sightseer, Headhunter is going to be ready for me. It's going to be ready right away. I don't have to wait the 5 minutes, a traditional 5-minute cooldown. So you can beat the cooldowns if you're really quick. And right here, finish the Sightseer. We do a point-to-point really quickly. It takes less than a minute. Get over here, and we just split the take of our friend. And guess what? Headhunter is ready, and we can instantly do it. We do Headhunter right here, get 20 grand. We made 97 grand, so we're going to round it up to 100 grand. We made 100 grand in around 20 minutes. We do that really quickly, we can make 300 grand in an hour. So right here, when my stopwatch ended after 48 minutes. I just go back to this area, steal a nice car here, and then I just sell it. And when I finish off this video, I am at 265 grand after doing that for an hour. And if I was really rushing it, I could have hit 300 grand, no problem. So about 250 to 300 grand per hour doing the CEO works and the challenges back to back. So right now, let's move on to our calculations. And here we come to our calculations. So let's say that we steal 2 cars in an hour. We steal one at the beginning, we sell it for $8,000, let's say each car is, and then we sell another one 48 minutes later. We get around $16,000 an hour. And let's say we do 6 Headhunters an hour. Headhunter has a 10-minute cooldown, but you can finish it in around 1 to 2 minutes if you're really quick with it. If you and your teammates split up, one of your teammates takes a buzzer, the other one takes an oppressor, for instance, you could easily knock out Headhunter in 1 to 2 minutes. And a lot of them, you guys already memorized the positions of where the enemies are, so it's pretty easy to get the enemies. You guys know exactly where they're hiding out. So Headhunter, you could easily complete in 1 to 2 minutes, and you could do around 6 in an hour. Headhunter has a 10-minute cooldown. This is the other jobs here do, but Headhunter probably go a little bit over an hour technically, like maybe like 2 to 5 minutes over an hour if you really rush it. But I could see you guys knocking out 6 Headhunters in around an hour. Let's say we do 6 salvages also in an hour. That's $22,000 each one. We get around $132,000 plus the $120,000 for Headhunter and the $16,000 for the cars. Add that up with point to point. Point to point is the quickest one. We can do that in less than 30 seconds. Just fly over to the destination and just split it, $5,250 each time. And we would get a total of $31,500 if we did it 6 times an hour. So we basically get around $250,000 to $300,000 per hour. And if we add all that together, we would get $299,000. So I'm sure we could round that up to around $300,000. This is the most effective way. This strategy right here that I'm showing you guys could do the other challenges I showed you, like market manipulation, most wanted, due diligence. You guys could do those also. But personally, these are the ones that I prefer. I think these are the quickest ones. So if you're looking for the quickest way to make money out of all of these, this one, do these back to back. Get 2 cars, 6 Headhunters, 6 salvages, and 6 point-to-points, and you can make around $250,000 to $300,000 per hour. This is the most effective one, but let me show you guys the other ones. There's a little extra ones that I showed you earlier. Here we got the extra optional challenges. You guys don't need to do these ones if you don't want to, but these ones you can do for fun and you can make some money as well on top of that. But these earlier strategy that I showed you with salvage and point-to-point Headhunter, that's the best one. These you can also add and do these per hour if you want, if you're waiting down on the cooldown, if you want to do another one in between. But they're not as profitable as the other ones, but you can also make some good money. I mean, it's better than contact missions here. So if you do 3 most wanted, it's very easy. Most wanted is very simple, very easy. It takes 10 minutes though, so it is going to take you 10 minutes to do each time. So let's say you do 3 an hour, that you get 21 grand each time. We get 63 grand in total. So you can do 3 of those an hour. It takes 10 minutes to do it, and then you have a 10-minute cooldown. It's very easy to do this because all you need to do is just need to get an armored Karuma or like a tank and just sit in it and just fight all the cops. We can do 3 market manipulations in an hour. Market manipulation, 10 minutes. Also cooldown around 10 minutes to finish it also. We split it with our friends. We get around $17,000. If you rob more stores though, if you get up to like 12,000 or 13,000, if you're lucky at that point, the money could go up. So it could go up possibly to around $20,000 because the combined total bonus that you split with your friends, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be based on. So the first person that steals the stores, they're going to get like around 12,000 to 13,000, depending if you have a good take, and then you're going to get an extra around 21, 23 grand around there, and then you split it around 75% with your friends so that it kind of balances itself out, because remember, your friend isn't getting anything from that. And then do 6 due diligence. Due diligence you could probably finish in around 5 to 6 minutes, but But the salvage one, salvage is more profitable. Salvage, you get more money in. Due diligence is very simple with the dirt bike, but salvage is more profitable. That's why I put salvage on the better list. But due diligence, you could probably do 6 in around an hour, pretty quick. Five minutes if you're very quick on it. It'll go a little bit over an hour if you were doing it a little bit, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes over an hour, but around there. So we would get around $102,000. So that's how to get around $250,000 to $300,000 in this strategy. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, just leave them down below, and I'll try to reply to as many of you guys as I can. I hope this guide has helped you guys out. You guys probably didn't know about a lot of these challenges I showed you. These challenges you can make a decent amount of money from. Even one of my friends who's a big GTA veteran didn't know about a lot of these challenges that you could do and how you can make a decent amount of money with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.